We've been talking about Mediterranean foods and Mediterranean cooking, and this is the epitome. We've got our organic olive oil, we've got our tomatoes, our pine nuts, our Parmesan cheese, and our garlic, lots of garlic, and the star of this recipe is the organic basil. And everybody that's here with me today is talking about the smell. It's just like everywhere in the house, just this little amount, 2 cups. So you're gonna love this. Imagine having a recipe with only 4 ingredients, and you'll see how quick it is. So one of the things you're gonna absolutely love in your kitchen is a food processor. There's many different brands. You can see which one you like. You can see what size you like. I have a couple different sizes, but the food processor, I use it like 4 or 5 times a week because it does such a good job in the kitchen. So we're gonna start with our garlic and go ahead and get that going. And I'm just gonna chop it a little bit on its own real quick first. Okay. Then I'm gonna add my 3/4 cup of olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil. That even smells good, actually. And then go ahead and add my basil. And so that's your 2 ingredients right now. I do want just a little tiny bit of salt, if you wouldn't mind grabbing the salt shaker. Just a little shake of salt. And then a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Yep, beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got olive oil, garlic, Parmesan cheese, and basil, and just a little salt. So I'm not really going to count that. Okay. So yummy. I've got a runaway leaf here that's being a little rebellious. Hold on. And it doesn't have to be like thin. You don't have to do it that much because I like a little texture. And then what you're gonna do is, I've already got my penne pasta. This is organic durum wheat. Personally, I don't like the flavor of whole wheat. It tastes too kind of gritty. So this is organic penne pasta, durum wheat, which is so flavorful. And that's already cooking right now. And remember, you just want it al dente, which still has a little bit of, you don't want it soft. So you want to check it, love on it, and make sure. While that's cooking, let me tell you about the pine nuts. These are heavenly. Beverly took a little bit of butter and a little bit of salt and just took these pine nuts and roasted them. And we're smelling, are you guys smelling that? We're smelling that as well. They're heavenly. So let's real quickly go into some of these health benefits, because we're going to add tomatoes at the end. So tomatoes are high in vitamin C, potassium, and folate. They may help the risk of certain chronic diseases and promote heart health. You saw me cut that tomato in class 1 and how it looks like the chamber of the heart because of the lycopene in the tomatoes. It also helps to contribute to weight, just maintaining a good weight. All right, moving into these pine nuts. Oh my goodness. They are rich in heart-healthy monounsaturated fats. They help to lower LDL, which is your bad cholesterol. They're a great source of protein. They provide essential amino acids for muscle repair and growth. I love that. They also contain vitamin E, vitamin K, manganese, and zinc. So full of vitamins. They're high in antioxidants and vitamin E. That's why you want to eat your pine nuts. They're so heavenly. And again, the star, being our basil, is vitamin A, K, and C, essential for your immune function, your bone health, and your collagen production, not to mention how flavorful they are. All right, so then we've already talked about garlic in a previous class. We've got our Parmesan cheese, our olive oil, which is absolutely heavenly. Now, you know what I love? Think about how you want your table to look. I found this pasta bowl and these dishes. Actually, I got them in Williams-Sonoma years ago. I've had these for years, but it's a pasta bowl and I got 6 dishes to go with it. And when you put your tomatoes around the outside, and then on top, by the way, because it's so important the way it looks, I have the shaved Parmesan cheese, like this, to put over the top. Also, I put a little bowl of Parmesan cheese on the table, so if people, when they're eating and so forth, they think, oh man, I wish I had a little more. You always want to put that on the table so they have a little bit more. Oh wow, we are just perfect. Al dente, perfect. I'm going to put them in the colander. And I did salt the water. We salted the water. You can also put some olive oil in the water if you want. It's kind of up to you. It helps the noodles not to stick. But these are looking so good. And so now we're just going to assemble it and just get it right in our pasta bowl. And look at how perfect it fits in that pasta bowl too. I love that. Okay. Okay. I might have said 3 cloves of garlic, but I normally just use 2, so I would probably use 2. Now this is the fun part. You just take your time. You're not in a rush. You want every noodle to be full of this wonderful pesto. So you take your time, mix them all up. Oh boy, does it smell good. You know, my children tell me that when they eat this, they just feel really strong. And I feel the same way. When I eat this, I feel like I could run a marathon. And I think part of it's the garlic, and I think part of it's the basil. I don't know, it's just the combination of everything together. It's just beautiful. So once I've done that, then I'm going to take my tomatoes, which I've already cut, and just, you can do any design you want. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but I just think color is everything. Look how that little bit of red makes a difference. Just a little bit of red. It's just lovely. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take about half of the pine nuts and just shake them on top. I want to leave some for the table. I want to put some on the table. Look how pretty that is. See, I like to build something with texture. You've got texture, color. Now here's another layer. Here's your final layer. And again, I really like the look, the shaved Parmesan. It's really nice. And that's what we have, so take a look. I think I should go 1, 2, 3, ta-da! That's it, that is our pesto. You're gonna love that.